Now logging, I just want to note here, you want to log, we would just say as much as you can. So we have our intrusion detection system. Remember we were talking here, our deep packet inspection. If you can just log all this stuff, that is perfect, okay? What you normally, if you have too much space, we will delete known attacks. That is not anything that we blocked. So if you go back to your firewall table, here's my firewall table, right here. Allow, I'm going to log. Any allow will be logged. It's only the denies I won't log. Sometimes I'll log them because I might be preventing my legitimate users from doing something. But for the most part, if I don't allow this traffic, I don't care about it anymore. If you ever get in this situation where you're doing this, the tendency, I'm sad to say, is people will log their denies and not their allows. But the allows are the ones that got in. And so if you got hacked, you need to know what got in and why, okay? So the log of anything successful, we'll just say packets, we'll say become evidence, okay? That's the stuff you want. And that's the stuff, like I said, most people will be, I don't care about this stuff. This is the normal traffic. But the sad thing is, it's the quote normal traffic that is the scariest stuff. Now I need to do this. I think I've talked about checking my log on my web server. I have a little alarm that comes up every Tuesday. Check the log. I need to write a rule because I see attacks all the time and they're unsuccessful. And so any of my unsuccessful accesses to my web server, that's what I don't care about. The ones I do care about are the successful ones. It is fun to see them though, by the way, because you get, and there's like, you get like slash, I don't know what this one is, it'll W000T woot woot. And then there's something else here, but I don't know what it is. But I get a million requests, well not a million. I get a lot of these. So if I look at my log now, and it's only a week worth of stuff, there'll be 30 requests for woot woot something. There's also a lot, just so you know, there's like PHP, admin, and then they're looking for MySQL admin, all of which are blocked. So like I said, I don't want to look at this stuff. So if I'm blocking it, I should just delete it. But it takes a little effort. I'm lazy. I got to get over it. Because it costs me effort of trying to look at the log and seeing a clean thing. All right, so that's logs. And I think that's okay. We do have normally, you know, we've talked about defense in depth, right? One thing, if one defense doesn't get you, the other will. And so what we normally do if we talk about, here's the internet, and this gets funny. We're going to have a firewall that is the packet, we call these packet filtering. Okay, so this is this stuff by IP address and port number. So that's firewall number one. Then we're usually going to have a stateful. So this is the one that keeps track of connections. I can hardly read these, sorry. And then we're going to have our intrusion detection system. That is our deep packet inspection. And then on the clients, we should have one too. Okay. So you want, what is that, 1, 2, 3, 4? I got them all in there? Yeah. So this is pretty normal that you would have. Every client has a firewall software built in, and it's usually one that we as the IT department have configured, only allowing outgoing connections, no incoming connections. Here's where we're logging deep packet inspections, making sure the outgoing connections are good, and then the packet filtering. So it's funny, like if one of these gets owned, we should be able to see this making those outgoing connections. So this should see those sort of hacking commands, and we should see it making a lot of outgoing connections maybe to the same server, and we don't recognize that server. Does that make sense? Like they're not connecting to Facebook or YouTube, they're connecting to somewhere in Russia or some place across the street. That, you know, what? Why are there so many connections to that? And then this one here is just dumb, so it just sits there. So lots of firewall. This is fun. Come on, you guys are ready to do this. Lots of money in security.